Alright guys, welcome back to part 22 of Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. At least I got the preemptive strike here. So I've been gone for about 20 minutes from the last time that from the last video you guys saw. Which, for me, is kind of funny because all I did was run down to that area that I told you guys that there were 2 items down there. Well, I think I told you there was a item, there were 2. One was a level 4 key sphere, and the other was an HP sphere. So I've already used the HP sphere for Titus and Riku. I gotta move anyways. Actually, yeah, the one that I'm moving to right now is the one that I just used, that I just picked up. Ooh, and she's gonna get even more HP. Sweet. He's learned Sentinel, which in this battle might not be useful, but it will be later because he's also the guy with the evaded counter weapon. I'm going to change my stuff right now. Use the Brotherhood. I'm going to keep his rematch on, and I'm going to give her the alchemy weapon. Nothing other... I've caught a few more monsters, obviously. I maxed out the Nidhogg too. Let's enjoy the scene.
Zanarkand is on the other side, you know?
I know.
Uni is gonna get the final A on, you know?
I know.
I still haven't thought of anything.
Me neither.
What are we gonna do?
We'll do something. We just don't know enough yet. Until we do, we really can't help Yuna. Let's go to Zanarkand. We'll find something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Hey. Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
Star of the Zanarkand Apes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Aha! Huh?
Ah, the son of Jack.
Riku, run ahead and tell Auron.
You are not fighting him alone!
Just go, go!
Now is your time to die. Prepare yourself, son of Jack.
Not if I can help it!
Save some for Kimari!
Lady Yuna, it is a pleasure.
Yuna.
Ascending so soon? Allow me to say something to the last Ronso before I leave. Yours was truly a gallant race. They threw themselves at me to bar my path. One after another.
No.
Kimari.
You could end the suffering of this poor Ronso.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimari to die and release him from his pain. Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira, I will become Sin. Yes, with your help. Come with me, Yuna. Once I have become the next Sin, your father will be freed again.
Ah, what do you know?
Pitiful mortal.
Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying I screwed up, guys. Anybody who's watching this, do not do what I did. Go back to, what's his face there? Wants? Get some holy waters. I do not have any. I'm going to take a beating here. Well, actually, he's going to take a beating because I'm really powerful this game, but...
Yeah!
I doubt it, but... So the reason why I'm so screwed right now is because he's going to use full life on me, and it's going to kill me. Like that. Now normally this would be slightly more of a problem, but with my alchemy weapon, I can fully heal right now. Obviously, she won't be able to fully heal, but these things happen. So again, I apologize for anybody who is looking at this video for kind of some tips or something like that, and for this fight, and I'm not going to be able to give you any because I am way too overpowered. Basically do what I'm doing, but you'll just have to do it a little bit more. Again, he knows Banish for the Aeons, so if you do try to use Aeons, you're going to have their overdrives fully pumped up. He still does Mortal Assumption, so, you know, all attacks like this are pretty good. I hate that I'm going to have to do this way, but one of the early mistakes. Oh, he's not going to attack yet. Well, that was unnecessary. So what I was getting at is one of the early mistakes that I made when I was playing this game is assuming that the next attack coming up is a physical attack. And it's kind of funny because when you watch the attack, it's going to look pretty physical to you. So this is his strongest attack. Well, I guess it doesn't look that physical now that I'm looking at it. So that did about 2,000 damage with shell on. Obviously, if you didn't put shell on, it's going to do over 4,000. Waka would have survived, but not by a whole lot. And I mean, you could Mega Phoenix after that if you needed to. Odds are Orin's going to be your highest HP character, and he's got a little bit lower magic defense than Waka would. Hopefully this is the end of the battle. Good. Again, I'm incredibly overpowered. So a lot of people might be having more trouble than that. I'll talk more in a bit.
And stay up there!
He will become sin with my help.
Lies. Forget them.
If he becomes sin, Sir Jekt will be saved.
We're leaving.
You know something, tell me! Tell me.
Sin's my old man.
You hit your head.
Sin is my old man. My old man became Sin. I don't know how or why he did it. I felt him inside. And when I did, I knew it was true. My old man's spirit is suffering. Sorry.
Even knowing that Sin is your father, still, you know I must.
I know. Let's get him. I think my old man would want that.
You'd fight your own father?
Yeah, no problem there.
About your old man. You sure this ain't some kind of bad toxin dream or something? Then, Chapu. I think I'll just pretend I didn't hear nothing. I'm getting a little confused, yeah? Why'd all this have to happen?
We'll learn when we arrive. Soon.
So, a couple level 4 key spheres. Not the best prize that you can get. This is a key item right here, this Saturn Crest. It's not a big deal if you miss it. Oopsies, I went to the wrong place. But you can come back pretty easy to get it. So, I'm missing the Jupiter Crest again from the Blitzball place in Luca, so the only one I have left is the Sun Crest. Which is pretty awesome. So yeah, that fight is a lot more difficult than I just made it look. I'm way overpowered. Mainly because this is more of a let's play than it was a walkthrough. I kind of talk about some stuff in between, but
What are those?
Those are faith. A summoning. Someone is using these faith. Someone is drawing energy from all of them.
This many?
Who wields power on this scale? And what could they be calling?
Hey, you know something, don't ya? Spill the beans.
Look not to others for knowledge. This is your journey too.
Uni might die, you know?
No. Auron's right.
Huh?
This is our... This is my story. What? Hey.
Welcome home.
You...
Remember me? We met in Bavel.
Yeah?
But that wasn't the first time we met. I've known about you for a long time. A long, long time.
I feel like I know you too. Where are we?
Silly, don't recognize your own home?
What's gotten into you, hey?
Wake up! Wake up!
Wait, this is a dream.
Precisely.
A dream? Are you crazy? I don't have time to be dreaming now.
You're wrong. It's not that you're dreaming. You are a dream.
Huh? Wait a sec.
Long ago, there was a war.
Yeah, with Machina, right?
Yes, a war between Zanarkand and Bavel. Bavel's Machina assured their victory from the start. Spira had never seen such power. The summoners of Zanarkand didn't stand a chance. Zanarkand was doomed to oblivion. That's why we tried to save it, if only in a memory.
What did you do?
The remaining summoners and the townspeople that survived the war, they all became faith for the summoning.
The summoning? You mean sin?
No, I mean this place. A Xanarkand that never sleeps.
Oh, what?
The dreams of the faith summoned the memories of the city. They summoned all the buildings, all the people who lived there.
The people? What? They're all dreams? Me? Too?
Yes, you're a dream of the faith. You, your father, your mother, everyone. All dreams. And if the faith stopped dreaming,
No! So what if I'm a dream? I like being here.
we've been dreaming so long. We're tired. Would you and your father, would you let us rest? Both you and your father have been touched by sin. Sin, the one around whom all Spira, the spiral, revolves.
What are you saying?
You two are more than just dreams now.
Wake up! Wake up, please!
Just a little more, and maybe you are the dream that will end our dreaming at last.
Are you all right? Oh, phew.
Hey! We were so worried about you.
You okay?
I'm okay.
What happened?
Nothing. I blacked out. I was dreaming. You called me. And I woke up. Nothing like a good nap. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
Well, he tries to play it off all cool, like he didn't just, fall asleep on the job. Okay, so I have two things that I'm hoping for right now. The first is that the audio lag that I just experienced in my headphones was the program that I'm using just taking some time to load. Perhaps something else on my computer happened and it slowed down the processing, but it didn't affect the whatchamacallit? Ooh, the actual recording itself. I'm going to make a second save file right coming up just in case I do have to come back and redo this entire thing, which would be rather annoying, but we'll see what happens. I guess if you're listening to this, it means I didn't have to redo it. Ooh hoo hoo. So we're 27 minutes in. Hopefully the encounter rate here isn't nearly as bizarre as it was in the actual mountain path area there, because that was something else. Like I said, it took me 20 minutes to run from my save sphere down that little bit of a road and back, because that's all I did. So these dark flans here, or actually I don't even know if that's what it's called. Yeah, dark flan. They know White Wind. So if you didn't learn it with Kamari, if you got Biron, I guess it would have been Yankee if I had killed off Biron first. You know what, either way, I'm not entirely sure. The gist of what I'm getting at is if you didn't learn White Wind because you attacked the one that uses Mighty Guard instead, this is where you can learn White Wind. And there's an enemy here called Behemoth. Oh, it'd be pretty funny if I just ran into him. But he knows Mighty Guard, so you can steal that from him as well. Oh.
Booyah!
So I happen to be using Walker, Riku, and Titus right now.
If anything should happen in the water, we're relying on you three. If it gets dangerous, pull out quick.
Right.
Be careful, okay?
So if you're not using these three, obviously this little area here could be pretty dangerous, among other things. Kind of like the Via Infinito there. If you weren't using them back then, you can get really screwed over. So anyways, as I was kind of trying to say before, if we don't encounter a crap ton of enemies on the way up this one little path here, hopefully I can fit the second boss fight in here and we can make our way, like finally make our way over to Xanarkand. Ooh. Okay, you're getting mugged. So there's 3 underwater enemies that you can capture. These are the only 3. Any other enemies that we've fought underwater up until this point, you'll never see again. I believe these guys underwater here have something like 10,000 HP. The splashers are incredibly weak. Those guys can be troublesome. If you capture, I don't remember if the number was 3 or 5, but if you capture one of those 2 numbers of all 3 of the underwater guys, you'll unlock one of the original creations. So that's the first puzzle, if you can really call it a puzzle. Normally I'd stay and catch all the water enemies, but I'm recording, and that's usually exception enough. So yeah, that's just in case something goes sideways with this video. Obviously I'll watch it as soon as I finish recording. And if there's nothing wrong, I'll just save over my original first one there. Oh, can't go that way.
Take that!
So I could go back to that area in a little bit. I'm not going to.
How many steaks you think we can get out of these?
I've never actually heard him say that line before. See? Mighty Guard. Just like that. Ooh.
Take that!
Nice thing about having a pretty powerful party, that doesn't take nearly as long as they probably wanted it to. Okay, so if you guys see that save point on the screen right up there, that's basically what we're aiming for. If I can get there in the next 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure we'll be good. That will all depend on what I run into down here. And obviously, if you haven't already noticed, Gagazet's an ideal place for getting both water and fire gems. And we get a fortune sphere. Wow, some of these guys have frag grenades too. Start stealing from more of them. Daredevil is learned when you spend a certain amount of turns in the caution or danger. I guess you can call it a status. Basically, anytime your HP drops below 50%. Some of the overdrive modes, they're unique. They're interesting, but they're not very practical. Like, you wouldn't want your overdrive gauge charging only when you drop below 50%. So I feel like I'm gonna jinx it. When I was writing my guide, every battle in this area was essentially me fighting some kind of Ochu enemy. I haven't fought one yet. That's kind of nice.
Be upon us soon. She has sent fiends to test our summoner's strength.
Who is she?
Unaleska.
Lady Unaleska.
In Zanarkand, she awaits the arrival of the strongest.
She is still alive?
As much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve?
No. Nothing frightens me now.
Braska would be proud.
Then I must not let him down.
Pretty sure there's going to be a battle before I get to the safe sphere. And if I didn't heal myself... Oh, see, and I went and jinxed it. You know, I would have ended up getting ambushed by like 4 enemies. I didn't give anybody else a capture weapon. Oh well. Just have to do that. There we go, the Mandragora. That's the guy I kept running into. I mean, they give enough AP that it's not exactly a bad thing, but... Okay, so I got a little bit of time left. And actually, you know what? There's some cutscenes and whatnot, so I'm gonna save here. And we will start this battle in part 23. And I can figure out how I'm gonna split Zanarkand into 2, because I will need to split Zanarkand into 2. This will work out better anyways too. because I can kind of get halfway into Xanarkand and then once I finish the Cloister of Trials, I'll split it. So, I will see you in part 23, which I guess will be Gagazet part 3, which is kind of unfortunate, but it happens. I'm going to work on my sphere grid. I might do a little bit of leveling, not a whole lot. I want to fight a couple more Airymen. They carry musks. Musks are very useful because they can be incorporated into armors to create Confuse Ward and Confuse Proof. And I'm going to need to Confuse Proof in a little bit. So, until then, I will see you guys later.